We are with the owner of Dwell, Jim. We're so excited to sit with you and so excited about our partnership that we're about to do. It's been Sean and I have we've worked with a lot of different people. You have been above and beyond service for us and what you do, and we're excited about joining this little partnership that we're about to join forces to add to our elite listening program.
Hey, thanks so much for having me here. On behalf of Dwell, my wife Sally, we've certainly enjoyed the relationship we've had so far with JPAR and with your incredible agents, and we're looking forward to going forward and being a part of a much bigger program where we can offer with you guys more value to your clients, because that's why we're in business.
Cool. That's my favorite part. Is Jim's like, what can we do that's next level? What can we do that's delivering higher level of service? What problems are you having that we can solve? And I think that's been fun, because not many people come to us and ask us, what challenges, how can we do more for you?
Sure. And I appreciate, and the first time I met Pete was a fun story. I got a call, I think Sunday, we were in California or somewhere, and they're like, hey, I got Pete, he needs 2 home staged Monday.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, no problem. And we staged 1 in the morning.
I didn't believe him. I really didn't believe him.
Yeah.
You got to love real estate agents. Like, I need this done yesterday.
Yeah. It's a unique space. I come at it from 30 years of just entrepreneurial business experience, and not to be negative to anyone who's in our space competing with us, but there really is no one competing in our space at the level that we've gotten to.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, which is nice.
Tell us about that. Like, what kind of volume and size are we talking? So people get an idea of the scale of your business. I was really impressed.
Yep. So we started Dwell Staging and Design a little over 5 years ago. My wife was a career mother and 17 years school teacher here. I've been a small business owner, real estate broker for 35 years, had securities businesses, lending, brokerage firms, management companies. And we literally, by accident, started Dwell Staging. And the idea was for her not to have to continue to teach.
Yeah.
And right away, a couple things happened in our lives where I had more free time. We'd sold a large asset. We had some capital, and had never been to a staging class, hadn't looked at anyone's website. And we just said, what does the market need? And what we knew is that every single agent wants that home, that vacant home, to look like a model home. And so from a business side, we said, okay, well, what are the obstacles that are keeping every agent and every owner from having that home look like a model home? Because every new homeowner, every new builder in the world stages the heck out of that model center. There's a reason.
Absolutely.
So what we identified first was professionalism, the ability for us to meet their needs, not pick and choose. So we've staged 950 homes in 5 years, all vacant homes. Never said no. You could say, Jim, I got a $6 million home tomorrow and a $150,000 condo, the next day, and we're going to do both of them, and we're going to make them look, appropriate. So the first thing was just professionalism. The second thing was pricing. Most of the staging companies, unfortunately, they need to try to make a lot of money on each transaction. The 1% model, they get paid
because they're building their inventory still.
Yep. And
or buying staff, or it's a capital intensive business.
Very capital. So we have invested a tremendous amount of capital. We went out right away and we just started buying furniture, and I don't know how much money, a ton of money on it. And we wanted to be in a position where if you said, and you could do it, Jim, we need, 5 homes staged between next Tuesday and Wednesday, we could do it. And we're at that spot. So we've got about 90 some homes currently staged. We've got a 10,000 square foot warehouse.
90 homes currently staged. Imagine, and real estate agents are great to let you know when the home's selling too, right?
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I could tell you some stories about.
Well, that's what I mean. So 90 homes going where like dates are changing, like when they need it staged and when they want it out.
Yeah. Oh, did I not tell you we're closing tomorrow? Seriously.
Wow.
And then we destage in the middle of the night. But we will. I mean, even though they screw up, we'll make it happen.
What he's saying is professionalism in that. Like all I've heard is like enthusiasm when these agents are like changing stuff on them every day.
No, I can say the one with my sister we had listed. She we were having a little bit of struggle selling it. Jim staged it. Then someone was supposed to move in. That's part of his program. We'll get to it at a different time. The people didn't even get a chance to move in. Jim, they didn't even get a chance to move in. We sold it, and it was a 6-day closing. So like he totally was out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he literally did it. got paid at the end.
You're
at the
right.
closing.
No
it
one
was
interested-
insane.
No one interested to.
I'm not even
cash
kidding. It
sale
was
in
a
week.
6-day sale, and like it was unbelievable. And then I'll tell you, and these are the two, and I will hands down tell you this. We flip houses. Sean and I both flip houses. A lot of times when you're flipping houses, you're out of money at the end of it. I mean, you're out of the money.
Right.
At the end, there's no room for anything else. You got to get that thing sold. It took longer than you thought. You got hit with a couple things. Your margins are tight, but you're cash poor at this point in time. And on 2 of my houses that I'm involved with, we were cash poor. Jim was flexible, did it at closing for us, was able to put it in there, take it out at closing, which is unheard of. We didn't have to come out of pocket. And everybody else was $1,500 up front, at least. Secondly, it sold in a day. And then Jim, the one you did yesterday for me, that's been sitting there for 3 months. I'm not kidding. Guy did an open
Got an
house
offer
on a
yesterday.
Wednesday. One showing, got an offer on it.
Is that right?
It looks like I went in there, like had tears. I was like, this is unbelievable.
But you know
Like,
what Jim's saying? He's saying every home should be staged.
Absolutely.
And how do I solve the problem? And
So, and more important than that, not just every home should be staged. You guys, as owners of an extremely progressive and growing franchise, if that's the right term,
yeah,
the staging aspect should be a huge tool in every single one of your agents' toolkit. Meaning, you know this, but you will train them to get so comfortable with Dwell that we become part of their marketing team. So if someone who I've never heard of says, I'm with JPAR, I'm trying to get a $600,000 or a $200,000 listing in St. Augustine, and there's a 4:00 meeting, my wife or I or one of our stagers will meet with that agent
wow.
at no cost. We've done this
It's
since day
awesome.
one, and we will literally explain to them before we get there, you tell your client that we're part of your team. So even though we would do it with most people we like, when we show up, they're literally saying, this is our exclusive staging company. They have a fee program that you pay at the close. They have a home manager program with no staging fees that you pay at the close. So now they have, a benefit over everyone else that's just sort of like, I'm going to put your pictures in MLS, or whatever.
Exactly.
So value. So every single thing from our pricing, the quality of professionalism, the quality of furniture, paying at the close, and then offering, which it doesn't sound like we have time to talk about now, but offering the 2 programs, the typical fee, and then the home manager program.
Yep. And one thing we'll end on real quick. One of the things that we're rolling out here is we're going to do our elite listing program, which it includes, if you list with us, we'll include staging, we'll include drone photography, Matterport photography, and lifestyle video, all to get you the highest amount, because we're so confident you're going to get more money for it and we're going to be able to sell it quicker.
Well, as
We wanna
experts, we
include
know
that.
these are the things that are all included, but they tend to be all separately run. So Jim's put something together for us
Yep.
that we can actually combine them.
And it's bam, bam, bam. Make it easy for you. And we're really excited.
Yeah. Well, in this changing world, it's all about value and professionalism because, every year it's changing rapidly. And I'd rather hook my wagon to your guys' star because you're going to keep changing. We don't know what 3 years down the road looks like or 5 year, but you guys will be at the forefront. And that's the relationships that Dwell wants.
Yeah, it gives us. It's a great goal for us because our job is to serve our clients and get them the most for their house, most money for their house at the fastest time.
Yep.
So, Jim, you literally, I can say you've gotten that for me, quite
Appreciate
a few
it.
times, and I really appreciate it. And so I'm excited, really excited and passionate about rolling.
You guys
out
are
this
great.
program.
Every single JPAR agent that we've worked with has been a joy to work with, professional, happy, joyous, which is great because in our world, if they're not, it can ruin the whole thing. So